Seen any of this, Big Brother. I've not even read about it in the paper, but I can say with confidence that the gay one's a bit annoying, the lesbian's a bit bossy, it's a shame for the one with special needs, and the racist one stands a good chance of winning.
The thing, it did change. It changed the language of television, Big Brother, in many, many ways. I mean, there was the voting people out and tasks, and the secondary programme. That's the big thing that they did, which not enough shows do. I would love to hear at the end of Newsnight when they go, for more on this story, why don't we go to BBC Three and see them joining Paxo in the Newsnight jacuzzi?
It's a shame that it's gone because, now if you want to watch a room of strangers sleeping, you have to do it the old-fashioned way with a ladder.
I would like things a little bit like, when it's on telly, it's a little bit like, you know when you see a dog just rubbing its arse on carpet? It's a bit like that, you just watch it, don't you? You watch that for 5 minutes and then you go, what have I been doing for 5 minutes? And the dog seems to look at you and go, you know what you've been doing.
Exactly it, though, isn't it? Because everyone's going, are they going to replace it with drama? Are they going to replace it with big documentaries? And you're like, no, everybody in Channel 4 is in a big room right now, and every sentence they say ends with crossed with skins. Let's do cash in the attic. Crossed with skins. Let's call it gash in the attic. Channel 4, if you're watching, my show that I propose to you is ready to roll out right now. Robot Whores. Father and son teams build robot prostitutes in their sheds. Obviously, Craig Charles is still the presenter. Sergeant Bash looks very different.
What scandals rocked the world of rugby recently?
There's a thing called Bloodgate.
Yeah, this is the story of a rugby player who basically has faked a blood injury so as he could get substituted.
Yes, Tom Williams is his name.
He was the worst actor in the world. There's footage of him, and he basically took a blood capsule out of his sock, put it in his mouth, right, fell over very dramatically, and then as he was being carried off the pitch, winked so as the TV cameras could actually see it. He's been banned for 4 months, but on the plus side, he has got a part in the opening sequence of Casualty.
I thought it would have been a lot better if he'd hidden it up his arse. Just come out of the scrum like,
He got the blood capsules. They came from a joke shop, I think, didn't they?
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic if everybody did that. If, Eduardo goes down in the penalty area, you'll get a lot more sympathy if he comes up with an arrow sticking through his head.
Rugby. Do you know the famous story? There's a wee boy at rugby school picked up a football and his friends joined in.
Yeah.
And do you know the irony is that if his friends had beaten the shit out of him, they'd still have invented rugby.
He's not even particularly looking, for God's sake. He looks as if of Dawn of the Dead. He's gone too far with that. Like, he should be hanging at a shopping centre while 7 survivors with thought of shot. Oh no, there's an undead on the field for Harlequins. Clear the pitch, remember the undead is here.
They do a thing called cutting and stitching. So basically what happens, before the game, they cut you, and then they stitch it up, and then if they're losing, they get you to open the stitches up in the middle of the game. That would basically mean you're pretty rubbish at rugby, innit? If they go around and go, Johnny, make sure you throw it. You, Steve, make sure you kick it. Russell, we're going to cut you. In case we're losing, we need you to pick the stitch at your wound, because you can't catch the ball or do the kicking with the ball.
Yeah, you just go for bleeding, all right? Who here congeals the worst?
I think it's absolutely despicable. You'd never have this happening back in Canada. I defy you to name one Canadian athlete who's cheated.
Is it a sport? It sort of seems to be men with no teeth fighting. It's like something we invented so that fat public schoolboys could have something to do when they weren't punching each other at a wedding reception.
Apparently the game works. I'm not a rugby man to go to rugby school. Apparently the game works at the school level because there's a job for everyone in the class. As in the kid who's fast can go in the wing and the fat short kid can go in the front. It's really like Bash Street kids. Everyone has something to do.
And the kid who likes using scalpels to cut the stitches.
So, there being a position for everybody in the class, I love the fact that at last there's something for emo kids and goths who've been cutting themselves for years. They're like, get out there! We can do with you on a team.
I think Harlequins is a really odd name for a rugby. It sounds like it should be a soft-scented box of chocolates.
Isn't it like a spirit of mischief from the Commedia dell'arte?
Good God.
It doesn't scream rugby, really, does it? You know.
Well, it probably would if you squeezed it hard enough.
Are you Miss treating that harlequin again, Dennis.
Okay, at the end of that round, points go to Frankie. Here is Gerard. Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes. We'd like to see this for everyone, so if you can make your way to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and performers coming with their suggestions. Okay, here we go. The first subject is rejected questions from this year's exams.
What colour does a Smurf go when we choke it?
Translate the following into German. 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup. Doodah, doodah.
How many pepperami big boys could you feed to Victoria Beckham through a tube before she became visible to the human eye?
What is the name of the force that pulls objects towards the centre of the Earth? Is it A, gravity, or B, magic?
Katie Price is supposedly worth £8.5 million and has got a thriving TV career. Explain.
If George Michael leaves at 8 o'clock for a 5-mile drive, when does he crash?
There are 6 lines of equal length. How long will Kerry Katona be in the bathroom?
If a train is going at 70 miles per hour, how surprised would you be?
What is amnesia? Is it A, memory loss, A, memory loss, or 4, the Battle of Hastings?
If Sally buys 3 oranges and 2 apples, how far south of Scotland is she?
Discuss the idea that Willy Wonka was a paedophile.
What is amnesia? Is it A, memory loss,
Draw a diagram of the male genitalia. Please use the tracing paper provided.
What are most Canadians renowned for saying? A,
English. Is standards declining?
Hitler, Pol Pot, Genghis Khan. Shag, marry, or kill?
There's a wedding where Jane invites 20 guests and her partner Helen invites 40 guests. How angry is God?
The next topic is unlikely things to hear on a TV business show.
Well, the footsie has had its best day since March. He went shopping, had lunch with friends, and took in a show before shagging a complete stranger it met in a bar.
Our invention lets you know whether or not a girl fancies you. We call it beer.
OK, Dragons, I've developed a system that lets you get your own seat on the bus, and it involves talking slightly too loudly and then pitching yourself.
This morning, I'm asking for £500,000. And with that, I will buy 500,000 lottery tickets.
good evening, Dragon. Oh, jeez, what the hell is that? That's Evan Davis, the host? I'm out.
OK, we may have lost some money promoting Michael Jackson O2, but let's face it, I've just signed a deal for the new Oasis tour.
Hello and welcome to Working Lunch, a show for people who are so good at business they're sat at home watching the TV in the middle of the fucking day.